1491 AD Gregorian, the tribes ruled the earth pretty well. But now, what had transpired in Europe was this very bad mistake on the part of the white tribes of Europe. So, the descendants of the Roman Empire in 1491, check the year, 1491, they approach the descendants of the white tribes of Europe and they offer them, I think comes up to today would be $17 million. So they would purchase their land titles back from the descendants of the white tribes of Europe. So the white tribes of Europe did it. They sold the descendant of the Roman Empire their land titles back. So there's where the Crown of England begins to assume that they're first law of the land. Because the true sovereigns, the white tribes of Europe, sanctioned it. The sale makes it a surrender. So that sanctions their status in the world. There's descendants of the white tribes living in these newly purchased territories by the descendant of the Roman Empire. So they had saved wealth. They bought the allegiance of other tribes. So they started warring against the descendants of the white tribes of Europe living in their newly purchased territories. And what became known as the Inquisition trials started at that time. I even have the names of the players who sentenced the tribal people to death over there. I just put that to you. So that covers 1491. Now, there were treaties made prior to 1491 that the world knew about. How do they get rid of the people that knew these treaties, both over here and over there? That's exactly what the Inquisition was all about. All tribal people that recalled and knew that there were secular treaties made with us, in order for them to come over here, they had to enter into treaty. That's the law of nations, even then. So they had to get rid of those treaties, knowledge of it. These parts I'm going to read to you, and it's directly from the old man's findings. Now, he titles this one, Crossroads. My first encounter with all civilized Christian religions was in Indian school, which by law we were taken from our parents and placed in these schools and remained there for a full school year. We were at the mercy of the employees at these schools, and at the time we had a percentage ratio of 10% of every 1,000 students would die from beatings received while in these schools with no recourse to relief. Attending religious services was on the same basis. At the beginning of each school year, all students lined up facing clergy from the various religions. As we walked forward, we were assigned a religion as our religion and had to attend it every Sunday. You could very easily become one of the 10% if you dared ask for your traditional religion. If you were ever caught praying to the Creator Great Spirit, your chances of surviving a beating was zero. It was then I learned there was different gods. Mine and the white man's. Since that time to the present, it was no surprise that the white man's religion has 5,000 gods, each claiming to be the true God. There's nothing you could present me with on religion that I don't know, because I had to learn about them or die. When you're under that kind of threat, you make no mistakes. I like to take everything that is in my life today while in the white world and take a subject back to its very beginning. It is here one begins to learn everything to its true meaning. Columbus. There have been two since the beginning of civilized history. The first in 524 AD, who went to Ireland, killed all the snakes in that country. The second came to the Americas in 1492. Some claim he was Italian, yet he never lived there, never was a citizen. However, he received his commission, Columbus, from the Vatican. So Columbus is a title with a specific duty: to travel, destroy, and kill all ancient races that believe in the Great Spirit and the teachings of the Great Serpent, which is our concept in the universe, time. The Great Serpent. I can show it to you in time. It'd be out in the sky when it's clear.